Hello, welcome everybody. I came by Rubey here once again. And today's a good topic. We're going to get on something that I like to call, I remember a Shaolin monk once, I was watching a video and he called it, I thought it was pretty cool, monkey chatter within the brain. So basically in here, we're going to talk about your mental status and how to keep all that negativity out of there. One method that I basically use to combat that is every time I get any negative type of thought, I counteract it with a positive thought. Eventually, this will take time. This took me a couple of years because, as I said in a previous video, I was sometimes, some people in a dark place, some people are going through a lot of things in life, and that negativity will fester and keep growing and growing and growing. Because whatever you think or put your mind to will amplify it by how much thought process you put into it. A great thing is, I'll tell you, just like anything in life, it can be reversed. And the best thing is, this is one of the first steps I want to help you to rebuild yourself would be with this mental clarity. And the first exercise I want to give you is just every day, try when you get one of those negative thoughts, no matter what it may be, because a lot of times in our life, from growing up from childhood, we have certain ideas, certain belief systems, whatever it may be. Not to say that is right or wrong, but you know in your heart definitely what is right and wrong. Maybe from when you were younger, as you got older, things changed. And just like that other video, how I spoke about before, changes, and it's just going to happen no matter what, whether you wanted to or not. But if you're willing to go with that change, the same thing with the mental clarity, you're always going to be going through changes in life, rough times, but always try to keep that mind clear. Took me a while. Everybody's different. Some people may be quicker. Some people may be slower. It doesn't matter. There is no set time because we're all individually different. That's why it's a beautiful thing. Even though we're all the same, we're all human, right? And we're all the same species. No matter where you come from, I'll give you a little clue. If I cut you, you cut me, guess what? We all bleed the same blood. It's red, right? So we all from the same, how would you say? I would almost classify it like the same species. Doesn't matter where you're from, what color you are, nothing. None of that matters. And when you start to break free of all this, that sometimes the world tends to, I wouldn't say throw at you, but it's just so many different belief systems, and someone's always trying to sometimes push you into this belief, that belief. And if it's to help you out in a better purpose, great. But if it's to bring you into that dark side, that negativity, no, that we don't want. Because we always want to keep mental clarity. That's the most that I want to stress throughout this video is mental clarity. So as a just a little exercise, try every day to combat that negativity with something positive, no matter what it may be. If it's, let's say, let's see, all right, you went to the store, and let's say you went to ShopRite. It's a perfect example. And you went there, we have no idea what happened to that person, how their day was going, and they seem to start to get rude with you. Perfect example, mental clarity. Stay there. As soon as you start saying, what's wrong with this person? Why are they behaving like all this thing is start going through your mind? Boom, stop it and say, no, we're not going to go that way. From my own personal experience, I've always, one day I actually realized to combat anger, meanness, rudeness with kindness, and it can't fester. It just can't. It's like, I'll give you a perfect example. You get into a fight with someone, right? And you keep going back. They go back. You go back. You go back, right? But now if you stop and say, look, I don't want to go there. I don't want to do this. Please. And then if they keep going, you just walk away and you come back later when your mind is clear. So remember this. Mental clarity is something that once you get to focus on it and your mind is clear, I'm telling you, you won't believe how many things are going to come more natural, easier to you. Because when the mind is at ease, the body is at ease, the spirit is at ease, and woo, there you go. You're starting to get aligned. That alignment that I talked about in some previous videos. Once you start getting your mind, body, spirit, all is one, no stopping you. But what we got to do, we're going to work on each of one of those things slowly, and you build upon it. Just like anything in life, it just doesn't happen like that in a snap of our fingers. I wish it did, because if it did, I would be the first one to sign up and say, hey, show me that technique. I just want to snap my fingers and boom, it's done. But all in all, try it. Try it. Try each time you get any type of thought in your mind that is not of a positive energy, combat it. Combat it. Combat it. If it's negative, combat it with that positivity. Because if it's negative, it'll just fester, and we don't want that. Well, guys and girls, everybody out there, thanks for the support. I'm really, really stoked, so happy, and I'm glad that I could pass on this knowledge to you. And the other thing I want to leave you with is, if you know something too, pass it on to someone. Why not? Can't hurt, right? Take care, guys. I Came by Rubey.